There are a couple of definitions that I think really need to be understood to play better golf. And for some reason, our industry has not really had a clear working glossary. So I want to introduce to you what I think square is and what I think a lot of people now think square is. As the golf club leaves the ball, notice how the clubs will sit on different planes, but as the club leaves the ball and I trace my straight plane line, I define a square club face as a club face being 90 degrees to my path or to my plane. So that as I'm going back, if I have no manipulation of my hands, that face is square. I can then load, I can redirect and create and maintain the load. Now I'm returning to square before I ever hit the ball. So square we simply define as 90 degrees to your plane line. With a driver, because the driver sits just a shade lower than other clubs, as I swing this back, you'll see that the club face is still square 90 degrees to the plane line. When I return that club back down, I'm trying to return it back 90 degrees to the plane line. From this position, when we talk about how the spine and pelvis moves, you're going to be in a very powerful position to create and maintain that lower Y. The other word I'd like to define is what we call follow-through. And there is a group of people that will define follow-through as the moment that both arms are straight. We call that follow-through. I like that definition. We would never want to see both arms straight before I get to the ball because that will reduce how much leverage I have to hit. So as I'm swinging, both arms will straighten after the ball. There's follow-through. Whatever happens after this point gets you to what we call finish. The wrist could swivel, they could recock. Now I'm at finish. So a lot of people say, well, where's my follow-through? And I just define it right here, when both arms are straight. And when you watch those tour players on slow motion on TV, watch when both arms straighten. It's always just after the ball. And they are maintaining that for quite some time. So a good understanding of both square to the plane line and follow-through are going to be pivotal to your success going forward.